We are working on the test review worksheets for the volume unit, and this is question number 19. Sketch a cylinder with a diameter that is 46 centimeters long and a height of 25 centimeters. And we can get rid of this word has, not helping us at all. All right, so sketching the cylinder, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to move that down a little bit. And remember, we talked about how to sketch a cylinder. You can actually draw to, we'll try our best to draw to congruent ovals, and we'll make those our top and our bottom, and then we can just go ahead and draw straight lines between the edges. This should be pretty close. Doesn't need to be perfect if you had to do this on the test. And then let's label this. Now the diameter is going to be 46 centimeters. That's going to go from here to here. And then the height, I can put it on the edge here, is going to be 25 centimeters. Alright, so let's go ahead and figure out the volume. Well, there's a cylinder. We know the base area of a cylinder is pi r squared. If we take a look at this, we are given the diameter is 46. That means we have to find the radius. Don't use the diameter as the radius. You will get wrong calculations. So let's find our radius. Our radius is going to be equal to the diameter divided by 2. 46 divided by 2 is 23. So 23 centimeters is our radius. Alright, our base area is a circle, so it's pi r squared. That's going to be pi times 23 squared. And let's go ahead and do 23 squared. 23 squared is equal to 529. So our base area is 529. Now, a number of you are picking up this bad habit. So remember, once you do 23 squared, don't forget pi is still in our base area calculation. So don't drop that or you will end up with a wrong answer. Our height, if we wanted to follow our procedure here, we would shade the base and circle the height. So our height is equal to 25 centimeters. And the volume of a cylinder is just base area times height, which is going to be 529 pi times 25. If we put that in our calculator, we're going to have to round, so we're going to get an approximation. 529 pi times, and I can put this in parentheses, 25. And press equal. We've got 41547.56, so 0.6 rounding to 1 decimal. 41547.6, and our unit of measure is centimeters cubed. Let's go ahead and put a box around that. So go ahead and pause the video class and do question number 20 on your own, and when I come back I'll give you the answer to that. Alright, question number 20, you should have tried this out. You would have ended up with a volume of 1077.6, and that's also centimeters, so centimeters cubed. Your base area should have been 49 pi, and your height should have been 7 centimeters. Alright, question number 21. Find the volume of this pyramid. Alright, they gave us the height, so I'm going to go ahead and shade the base, circle the height. Finding the volume of the pyramid. This particular pyramid has a rectangular base, so that's going to be length times width, which is 15 times 12. And 15 times 12 is 180. And our unit of measure again is centimeters, so area is centimeters squared. Our height, we circled that, is 22 centimeters. And now, this is a pyramid, so unlike a prism, it's not just base area times height. It is 1/3 of the base area times height. Again, it's logical because the sides don't go straight up to a congruent base, they go up to a point. So it's going to be smaller than a rectangular prism with that base. So I'm going to go ahead and write this out the way I'm going to put it in my calculator. Our base area is 180 and our height is 22. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in our calculator. I'm probably going to have to round this. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to put in parentheses my 1/3, 1 divided by 3. And now I'm going to multiply that times 180. I'm going to multiply that times 22. And I get 1,320. Okay, we have an exact answer. So it's not approximately. It's exactly equal to 1,320. And that's volume, so centimeters cubed. Alright, you go ahead and pause the video and do number 22 on your own. That is also a pyramid. It happens to be an oblique pyramid, but we're given the measurements of the base and the height. So pause the video and find the volume of 22. Alright, I'm back. Question number 22. You should have gotten a volume of 1,620. Oops. How about 1,642? Let's get that correct. 1642.7, and that's going to be millimeters cubed. Your base area should have been 308 millimeters squared, and the height was 16 millimeters. Question number 22 or 23. Sketch a pyramid with a square base that has 100 meter sides and a height of 175 meters. Then find the volume. I'm going to go ahead and let you figure out the volume. Let's go through and sketch this. And I'll freehand this just to go through the process of how to sketch a pyramid. The easiest way to do it is to go ahead and draw or sketch a parallelogram. And now you're going to put a period or a dot right in the center of that and then go straight up from there. Put another dot straight up from there, and then you're going to go ahead and just connect all of the corners of the base to the point on top. I can't do a very good job with my drawing tablet. I could if I use the straight line app, but I'm going to let you guys show that I'm freehanding it. And then if you did this, you should be able to see there's the height right there that goes down to that point. And now I would label this. This is 100 meters. It's a square. That means this is 100 meters. And then I'm going to go ahead and label the height. The height is 175 meters. Take a moment and figure out the volume. Okay, we're back on this. You should have gotten a volume. It's a very large number, 583,333. That's a comma, 0.3, and that's meters cubed. Your base should have been 10,000 meters squared, and the height was 175 meters. Again, don't forget, for a pyramid, the volume formula is 1/3 of base area times height. All right, let's go to question number 24. Looks like we're practicing the volumes of cones now. Very similar procedure to pyramids, except for now our base is a circle. I'm going to go ahead and shade the base. There's only one, and I'm going to circle the height. The area of our base is a circle, so it's pi r squared. They gave us the radius, which is 3.5 squared. Let's go ahead and do 3.5 squared in our calculator. 3.5 squared equals 12.25. Excuse me. Class, I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to round that. It'll give me a more accurate measurement. Don't forget pi in there, and that is centimeters squared. My height is equal to 9 centimeters. I circled that. And the volume of a cone is the same as a pyramid. 1/3 times the base area times the height. I'm going to put it in my calculator like this. 1 divided by 3. And then 12.25 pi and then 9. Let's go ahead and do that. So we got 1 divided by 3. Let's move this over so I can see it. Then I'll put in parentheses 12.25 pi, and then we'll put in the 9. Again, instead of using parentheses, you could have just use the multiply key right here. It'll accomplish the same thing. And press equal. We got 115.45, so 115.5. And we're going to say that's approximately 115.5. This is volume, so centimeters cubed. All right, pause the video and go ahead and do number 25 on your own. Okay, we're back. Let's take a look at question number 25. Hopefully you noticed on this one that the radius is not 14. The radius of this one is equal to the diameter divided by 2. So your radius, make sure you get this correct. If you're given the diameter, you have to divide that by 2 to get the radius. Got the radius. Your volume on this cone should be 359, approximately 359.2 meters cubed. Your base area should have been 49 pi meters squared, and your height was 17 meters. Let's go to number 26. Find the volume of a sphere. All right, first thing I notice is we're given the diameter. That means I have to find the radius. And the radius is the diameter divided by 2, and that's going to be 4.6 yards. So there's our radius. All we need is the radius for a sphere. Let's go ahead and figure this out then. So the volume is equal to 4/3 times pi r, and don't forget this, cubed. So let's go ahead and write how we're going to put this in our calculator. We're going to have 4 divided by 3, and then we're going to have, I can put pi in parentheses here, and then I'm going to put in my 4.6 cubed. Let's go ahead and put that in our calculator. So we've got 4 divided by 3, and now I'm going to put pi. You don't have to do this, but I just go through the process just like I wrote it. There's pi. The parentheses tells the calculator we are multiplying these terms. Again, your calculator might require you to put the multiplication key, but the ones from the library do not. Then I've got 4.6, and now I'm going to raise it to the 3rd power. On your calculator, you're going to look for the key that looks like a little caret. And now I'm trying to find it on this calculator. Where is it? I'm looking. Am I missing it here? Where is it? Raised to the... oh, here it is. For my calculator, it looks like this. Okay, find that little caret, and then the next number you put on there, that means raised to the 3rd power. So 4/3 times pi times 4.6 to the power of 3, or to the 3rd power, or you could say cubed, and that is 407.72. So 407.7, and that's going to be yards cubed. So there is how to find a sphere. Number 1 mistake on a sphere is to do radius squared instead of cubed. Number 2 mistake on a sphere is to forget pi. Number 3 mistake on a sphere is to write 3/4 instead of 4/3. So try to get those things correct to get a correct answer. Do number 27 on your own. All right, we're back. Taking a look at number 27. Find the volume. You should have gotten a number that's approximately 288.7, and that's centimeters cubed. Radius is 4.1, so all you got to do is plug it into the equation. Let's take a look at number 28. We're almost done. Number 28. The great circle of a sphere has a circumference of 18 pi meters. Find the volume. All right, so we learned in our flip book the great circle is the circle that goes around the widest part of the sphere. And that's right at the hemisphere, or where it becomes a half of a sphere. And that says it is 18 pi. So the first thing we have to do is we got to find radius. If you think about the volume formula, all you need is the radius. You can find the volume of a sphere. So here's how we find the volume. the radius. We know that the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. They give us the circumference, which is 18 pi. So 18 pi equals 2 pi r. Let's divide. I want to get r by itself, and I want to solve for r. We're going to divide by 2 pi because that's going to cancel on the right. So if you take a look at this, 2 cancels, pi cancels, over here pi cancels, and now we have radius is equal to 18 divided by 2, and that happens to be 9, and our unit of measure is meters. So now we have the radius. All we have to do now is find the volume. So the volume of a sphere again is 4/3 pi r cubed. And so let's plug this in for our calculator. 4 divided by 3 times pi times 9 cubed. And we'll put that in our calculator. I'll do that right now. And you should get 4 divided by 3. I'm going to put the multiplication sign in there just to show you it works both ways. Times pi and times 9 raised to the 3rd power, and press equal. We've got 98,479. You know what? That does not look correct. Maybe I made a mistake on my worksheet. Let's do it one more time just to make sure and verify that we figured out the radius was 9, and that is correct. So let's try it one more time, see if my answer key was wrong. So I'll put in 4 divided by 3 multiplied times pi, and then multiplied times 9 cubed, and press equal. There we go, that's correct. 3053.6. So it's approximately 3053.6, and that's meters cubed. So there is our answer for what is the volume of this sphere. Go ahead and do number 29 on your own, and we'll check your answer in a moment. Okay, hopefully you've given that a shot. For 29, you should have gotten a volume of approximately 38,729.4, and our unit of measure should have been inches cubed. You would have found that the radius was equal to 21 inches. The radius is 21 inches. That's the end of the back of review sheet number 1.